Hello explorers, this is Steve with Explore Atlanta, aka your ATLsherpa. So I'm now on the western end of what they call the Westside Connector Trail. This is recently opened, just a couple weeks ago actually, and you can see how pretty this is. Basically everything that Path Foundation does is amazing, and as you can see right here, this is their sign. And this is Joseph Lowry Boulevard right here in front of me, and the building across the street there with the loading docks is the former Atlanta Community Food Bank, if you guys know where that is. So this trail, they call it the Westside Beltline Connector Trail, as you can see right there, starts over I think it's English Avenue. It's either English Avenue or Vine City, right next to Northside Drive, just literally across the street from the Georgia World Congress Center. So basically downtown. And it comes north and then turns west, and I'm on the western end of it, sort of the end here. But you can see it looks a lot like the Beltline. Their trails are a little bit different. They're solid concrete trails. There's no dividing line in the middle, and they paint a center line. The Path Foundation paints a center line on their trails. That's how you know it's a Path Foundation trail. And it continues not much further over here. But what's important about this trail and what's important about this location is that right straight ahead where the video is pointing, if we were to go straight that way, this trail comes to an end, but eventually it's going to curve around and go south a little bit and meet in what they're calling a plaza. Basically, it's a junction of trails where it's going to meet in with the Atlanta Beltline main connecting trail, what they call the corridor, and also with the Proctor Creek Trail, which is just on the other side of Marietta Boulevard there by the Bankhead MARTA station. So very key place. This will be an important connection for the Atlanta Beltline, for people from downtown Atlanta, essentially, to be able to get out here. And then, for those of you that know the area, Proctor Creek Greenway basically goes through Quarry Yards, and there will be a connection there into the Westside Park, which is where the Bellwood Quarry is. So I'm out doing some recon for my conference call on Saturday, March 6th. I'm going to be talking about Microsoft's big announcement and the 90 acres that they purchased there called Quarry Yards and Quarry Hills. That's right there next to the Bankhead MARTA station. I'm going to be talking about that and all of the things around here like this that come into play. Parks, trails, the Beltline, other developments that are taking place, the neighborhoods, the Proctor Creek Greenway, really just everything that comes into play here. This is a very, very strategic piece of property, and yeah, it's gonna change Atlanta, but especially this part of town in a very, very profound way. One last piece of context for you that don't know this area. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Just north of here, if we were to go right up Joseph Lowry here, not even a mile, we would run right into King Plow Center, which is where Terminal West and one of the original creative industrial spaces in Atlanta. This was developed back in the 80s, I think. Maybe, yeah, I think 80s or maybe the 90s, 80s or 90s. But literally one of the first creative industrial spaces in all of Atlanta. And that Marietta Boulevard and that whole area is just exploding. Where I'm pointing the video right now, and that is just north and east of where I am. That is that's the new high-rise residential complex over there on Marietta, and the name escapes me right there. But that's basically part of the development boom that's taking place in West Midtown. And you can see another apartment building just on the other side of that. And just a few blocks north of that is where you have Howell Mill and the huge developments projects like Star Metals and Interlock and those mega developments that are all just about ready to come online. So this is a very, very important part of town. It's one of the fastest growing areas of the city, and we'll talk about why that is on Saturday. So again, this is Steve with Explore Atlanta, your ATL Sherpa. Hope you're having a great day.